Tell me what to do. Crash Bandicoot, huh?
We're not necessarily going to play it, as we're just going to let the mini screen roll in the background. Let's get this thing cracking, dog.
Gran Turismo. This is like right up in my grill.
Well,
Hello.
it's supposed to be like that.
Is it?
Yeah.
I feel like it should be on this side. Like that. Motor Tune. That looks like Toontown from
It is.
from Roger Rabbit. Let's do this one.
Toontown Grand Prix. It used to be one of my favorites. I rented this from Blockbuster many years ago when I lived in Owatonna, and I played this game. It was so cool.
Remember on Captain
I
Marvel
see.
when
You're
she
talking
crashes
about
through the Blockbuster building, and we were like, Blockbuster!
And he tries to. They're all coming through.
How many people do you think reacted the same way that we did when they saw Blockbuster? When they were like,
Yeah, do you guys remember when the show used to be good back before I came here?
Kiss yo. Show was never good.
Dang.
I'm joking,
Get
Zach.
wrecked. I don't know why I'm fixing my mic to the optimal area
I'm about
when
to
I
shake
can't
things.
even use this.
Shake this shit up, Josh.
Like the soda, and then you're gonna open it.
No, no, I'm not Josh Stewart.
That was good, dude. That was really good.
Mm-hmm.
No, you're really good.
Like
Zach.
the soda from 2 weeks ago.
I tried to download those, and well, it's unrelated to your guys's like podcasts download links, but I tried to download it directly off of YouTube. It wasn't working.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta have
You have to
Pro.
have. Well, no, the I have this extension
We're
for
recording.
Firefox.
Catching me on my phone.
We're recording.
I have this extension
You can
for
be on your phone for
Firefox that used to work really well,
Yeah.
and for some reason it just stopped working.
Really? What? Oh, well, duh. It's an extension. Those things usually end up They go out of whack because they don't keep up with it, and there's too many regulations to
Yeah,
follow.
I'm sure YouTube has a team that's on disallowing people from downloading videos off of their site, so they probably just break the extension on purpose, so that people aren't, stealing
Yep.
content.
They do that.
But I mean, like, why? I don't know. I like downloading videos.
I'm sharing. Hey, go to your Facebooks and share this.
Tag me on it.
It's a little late.
Just tag
Should
me,
have
bro.
told me like 5 years ago when most people had a Facebook. No one uses Facebook anymore.
I use Facebook. I'm on it right now.
Well, I mean, anybody who's
Mainly because I can't remember my login to my Instagram.
anybody who's in
big
the
deal.
next generation doesn't even have a Facebook account.
Shut up.
Facebook is for old ladies.
How do you
and-
do?
and
How do you?
moms.
So, in my mind, generations are split up by like, if I could have had you, if you could have been my child, you're in the next generation.
I say,
I don't think you and I are in different generations. Sorry.
whatever.
Ew.
Sorry, Josh. No, because you were.
That's not how you split up generations, you nerd.
I was like 11 when you were born.
You split up generations by
How do you do
big
it?
events that happened.
That's how you do it.
Vietnam
That's how you
generation,
do it.
World War II generation, Vietnam.
So are we all the 9/11 generation then?
I
So
mean,
we're the
I
same
would
generation.
say
Case in point.
no, because I you're 9/11.
I am the 9/11 generation
You are.
because it happened when I was in like 10th grade.
And I'm not because it
In Miss
happened when I was
Iaconelli's
a
English
little
class
baby.
in
All right,
New Jersey.
Loki,
Same
Loki.
time.
Loki.
Continue.
Are we ready?
Yup.
Wait, how old are
New
you?
intro. I'm 32.
That just doesn't sound right for being in the same generation. You know what I mean?
All right.
I'd say
11.
3 years split
I could be your
between
big
generations.
sister. You're older than my youngest sister.
Oh my god.
Remember that.
Oh
And
my, that is
you're older than Zach.
despicable.
You could be my little brother. Cait.
And Zach is my little brother.
All right.
That's your.
So, are we ready?
Zach's younger than me.
No.
We excited. This is what we're talking about. Do you
Oh,
have do you have
okay.
an update? Take a look at the
I
board.
did read the message, but I skimmed through it and I didn't read it.
I knew you were gonna bring that up. Sorry, we'll talk about it on the show. I knew it was
No,
gonna be
it's
part of
gonna
that
be fun, it'll be
segment.
fun.
I know.
That'd be fun. Does that make sense? Do you have something to talk about?
The phone
I
thing's
feel
on
like
there
there's
twice,
some
honey.
kind of prank. Like, am I missing something?
No.
Jared is getting fired.
What phone conversation
Why
you
you
talking about?
It's recorded right there. Don't say it all.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
He might be.
The one that we had today.
What's that?
The phone conversation we had today when I was sending you that meme. Number 10.
No.
I like number 5.
No,
especially the
our
bottom
new. We're
part.
gonna discuss these new ones, but you can obviously talk about. You can talk about the
Did
music.
you put that as number 5 too? We can't be on there twice, homie.
No, we're gonna be on there twice because
Oh.
it's a tech segment. It's like a video game segment.
Oh.
Afterwards, second half.
Okay.
Let me get this
Fair enough.
situated, and then we'll
Feel
go.
free to skip number 6. I actually have nothing going on. in
God,
my
you're
life.
such a loser. Sometimes.
really-
Feel free to skip number 6.
I
I'm a
have nothing
loser.
going on.
Let's talk about how big of a loser you are.
All right, that's fair.
Honestly, I have nothing going on either. This is the best time of my life right now.
Honestly. All
You know
right.
how much I love
Are you ready?
not having anything going on? Yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna do the sounder. I'm gonna do the sounder, and then we're gonna do the Patreon read in the beginning. Cool. All right.
Let's
so
do it.
just hush hush for now.
Yeah. Let's go.
Here's the new Big Lip Radio from iHeartRadio.
Oh, you know it. It's me, Z Money, here doing another Patreon read for you guys. And now I know it's pretty terrifying. You don't hear too many voices, and Josh has his fingers on his face. Are you nervous, dude?
Why?
What's
I,
that?
I honestly didn't know if I was supposed to talk right now or
No,
not.
you're good. You're good. You can
That
talk, you
gets
can talk.
really
It's a-
intense when Jared's on here.
I know. I'm so nervous. He's
He's
the
like-
other part of the show.
he's
And
like
that's why we have a
on.
lot to discuss about this. This is why we're about to discuss when the show starts. At the very top of the show, I'd like to get into this. It's very important.
It's like daddy's in charge when mommy's not here.
Ah, yes. Yeah, mommy is the
Jared's
fun
mommy.
one. Jared is mommy for sure, for sure. But what we like to do at the top of the show is before we even start the show is a Patreon read. And we're going to do this. And Jared does it the best, and I'll never, ever take that away from him. But we
Second
might,
best.
Second best? Who?
You, babe.
No, you're a babe. You're a babe, babe. Oh, yeah, babe. Babes. All right, so I'm going to read the quote. You guys have a few minutes to guess. Let me know what you think it is, if you have any ideas, and then we'll play the clip, all right?
Now, is this wrestling or is this something else?
It's a video game.
Okay.
When I do it, I like to choose video games. When Jared does it, he chooses a quote from a famous wrestler. I like to do it from a well-known video game figure, hero, whatever.
Okay.
I just need the game. Doesn't matter. Doesn't have to be the character. So we'll leave it a little easy for you guys today.
All right,
Okay.
here we go.
Okay.
All right. Let me get a sip here. Hold on. I'm a little nervous.
You kilt lifter.
Hey, you don't have 4 beers on the desk
Get his
today.
Scottish on.
Oh, right. You don't have. What's that mean, asshole? You don't have 4 beers on the desk today.
I was just.
He's
What are you
cutting
implying?
back. His pants
All
are
right.
a little tight.
All right. Here we go. When a man with a sing-song voice tells me to fuck off, it always concerns me, boyo. That's why I recommend you sign up for the Big Lip Radio Patreon at biglipradio.com.
Was that Mr. Krabs?
He's Irish. Possibly Scottish. Possibly Canadian.
Because he said boyo. I think that's Mr. Krabs.
Is it Mr. Krabs?
The context isn't there, I'll tell you that.
A sing-song voice. Boyo. That's a total Irish thing
Does
to
he
say.
say
It's a video
Arg.
game, remember. Just give me the title of the video game.
All right,
Is
I'm
it-
going to say Conquer's Bad Fur
It's a
Day.
what? All right, let's try it. You
It's
got an
Irish.
idea? You got an idea, Cait?
All I know is it's Irish. That's
All right.
it.
I love that
Let's
game.
listen. Let's listen.
In about 15 more seconds, your whole world's gonna turn black.
What's up, boys?
Fuck off, boyo. This don't concern you.
When a man with a sing-song voice tells me to fuck off, it always concerns me,
Were you right,
boyo.
Josh?
I know the voice now. That is definitely either Red Dead Redemption 1 or 2.
You're right, dude. One. Red Dead Redemption
Was
1.
I right that he was Irish?
No.
Ah, that's all I want.
he might have been. He might have been. Yeah.
need to
Josh
look that
got
up.
it. Josh got
That's
it.
John Marston. I know. Right when I heard the voice, I'm like, that is John Marston.
Oh my gosh. Well, dude.
You're looking it up to find out if I'm right.
Two out of the
about
ones that I've done. The last two. You had the Gears of War, the
Yeah.
last one I did.
that. Good job.
And now this one.
I
What
did
can I
Mortal
say?
Kombat last time I was on. Just saying. I got that right.
I
did.
feel like
You
you
did.
didn't.
I did, and then I got the worms.
I said worms.
No,
You said
I
some-
said I said
okay.
Earthworm Jim,
Yeah, you
which
did.
obviously gave you the hint to worms. Okay,
Worms.
Yep, we'll go with that.
I had
Oh,
worms.
yeah.
Remember?
I love you 3,000.
I just muted you guys.
Figured we would talk.
This is intense.
That was some pretty good banter in the beginning.
Listening to Big Lip Radio. Here are your hosts, Papa J, Z Money, and Stu.
Yeah. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Z Money. I am the host for your 55th episode of Big Lip Radio. Yes, and I am accompanied by none other than Stu. And then we have not only other than the one other, the delicate flower, Caitlin.
Delicate flower. Hello.
Oh yeah, that's your crew for tonight's episode.
Yes.
It is July 2nd, 2019. 4th of July is just around the corner.
Oh yeah.
We have so many great things coming down the pipeline. We have a lot to unpack on today's show, right? Oh, what do we tell you, John?
All right.
Whatever. You guys are nuts today.
I'm just watching your face. None other than the other.
None other than the only other than the one other than Caitlin.
Regardless of what,
Stumbles.
needless to say.
Regardless of the fact of the matter is, today is going to be a great episode. But we do have some very important news to get to at the top of the show. And I talked about it at the beginning of the show a couple minutes ago.
Yep.
And it's a very serious matter. Now, with a new intro comes a new show. And with a new show comes change. Am I right, guys?
Yeah, that's absolutely.
Usually when new things happen, changes have to be made, as well as sacrifices.
When the Power Rangers unite.
Is this my final show?
Well,
you guys following through on this?
I like that. I like that you mentioned that, Josh, because go ahead, Zach.
Since you bring it up, there is somebody who is not on the show currentty as we speak, as I mentioned
and
previously.
hasn't been here multiple times.
Now I'm getting a little shaky because it's pretty serious, serious deal.
Okay.
We like to keep the show's, interest best at heart. We all wear BLR on our sleeve, right? I wear it twice.
Yeah, because you have a tattoo.
Yeah, twice.
Two tattoos.
Yes. And you and I, Bonnie and Clyde over here, Caitlin, and, Delicate Flower and Z Money,
baby.
we may have skipped 4 shows in a row many moons ago, but that was the old us.
Oh,
we're
back
new.
in
We've
the
changed
day.
now. We've
Back in the
changed, have
day.
we not?
Yeah, we're different people now,
Yeah,
babe.
okay,
Different
good,
people.
good. So we're good people now.
Yeah.
So we always attend BLR events. and
We've
stuff
learned from our
and shows.
ways. We've learned.
All right, so far, Josh, how many shows has Papa J missed this year?
I count 57.8
Oh,
Is that hours?
Average.
Or is that days?
years.
That's
Whoa.
Years worth of content down
All
the
right.
drain.
All right.
Truth.
I know, but for real, I think it's probably like 5-6 days by now, right?
5 or 6 days?
I would say.
I would say closer to 6, if I would guess right.
Okay.
If anybody could
6
go listen
too
to our
many.
past shows and let us know, because we've mentioned it every time, and I've gotten heated every time, and I've threatened this every time, because I always assume that Jared does not care.
He don't care.
Is he here right now?
Do you even
No.
care?
He doesn't care. He says he does, and I believe he does at heart. He just subconsciously does not. So,
Yeah.
unfortunately, Jared, I'm going to have to say this, but you have been replaced by Caitlin.
Give him a Donald Trump right now. Give it to him.
Yeah, now we can party.
Yeah.
Now we can have our own points of views. Now, hey,
Yeah, you
Give-
don't have
give
to
it a
hate
try.
women. You don't have to hate women.
women don't have to be in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're in the
Hey.
bathroom cleaning it.
Donald Trump
Just in the-
him.
What?
You're fired.
You're fired. I wish I would.
I'll Donald Trump you.
You're gonna waddle, dongle.
Are you going to talk to me about
Donald-
stumbling
You're
over
gonna
my words?
dongle Trump him.
Are you going to talk crap about me stumbling over my words
Shut up.
right now?
I'm gonna doggle Trump
She's
you.
Listen, you should be grateful too you're here, because if it weren't for Jared being fired, you wouldn't be here. So say thanks, Jared.
Oh, so he putting his woman in his place, please.
I'm just kidding. I love you. Did I say that? Can we erase that?
You.
Josh, are you?
Let
you're
me
the-
too.
You're the editor. Get that out of here.
All right, I'll be right back.
guts. I hate your stinking guts. So now, do you guys agree with this decision?
I don't know. He was kind of cool.
I
Did he
mean-
bring anything to the table besides a checkbook? Now let's be honest.
Let me be real for a second.
Okay.
I was here from, I'm one of the OGs, okay? I was here from the get-go. This was Jared's idea, period.
Wait, whoa.
How you going to cut out?
Whoa. No, take that. You better. We did an
What?
episode specifically about where Jared tried to claim this as his own.
He did.
And he ended up eating dog turds. You can go listen to it.
He literally
on
ate
Big Lip
dog
Retro.
turds.
So I don't think he did it himself. It was a combination of the three of us.
Okay.
Yes, there was an original idea between the two of us, and
They
then
just-
you came in and made it great.
You just pulled me in because you needed a female on the show. You're like, come on, we need a female's perspective. And I was like, all right, bro.
we were
That's
like,
my arm.
well, holla. We the boys.
But it was Jared's original idea. However,
Yeah.
and he is the funding. However, actually, there is no however. When the original idea and the funding gets pulled, you got nothing. So
No,
you
no,
can't fire
well,
him.
Whoa.
Listen.
We are #1 content creators. We
Oh,
can
you
make a
guys?
difference in this world. We don't need funding.
Yeah, I'd like to send a shout out to Zerk.
I feel torn. I don't
Dirty
Some
think-
of the
Zerk.
most
You guys know I'm familiar with him. You can
successful
chat.
people come from nothing.
Well,
True.
hey, we've.
We don't need
How many
money.
shows have we done
This is
without him?
America.
There's also a lot
How
of
many
really
shows have we
successful
done
people
that have
come
excelled
from
without him?
something.
All right, listen, I love the guy to death, but he's gonna have to do some serious begging
Whoa!
for his
You're
position
his
back.
nephew, bro. Calm down.
I mean,
okay?
there's a lot. Well, maybe I'm into that. Maybe I'm into that kind of thing. Who
Calm
knows?
down,
Who
calm
knows? In Jared's words, I don't know why. Ironically, like this is his favorite clip to play, but yet
Yes, he likes
it
kids.
is of right. It is of
You
children.
know what? Every time I hear that, I picture like those videos where they shoot people on the bungees and they pass out and they're like.
One of the
I
many
don't- I
reasons
don't-
why he's no longer on the show. Well, you can just keep stacking them up. So unfortunately, we'd like to have a toast to one Jared. If you'd like to go pick up that pickle,
Rest in peace.
and if you, Josh, you also want to grab that bacon, well, we'd also like to mention we have a snack review coming up.
Yes,
So,
we do.
but before we do, let's make this toast to Jared. May he rest in peace. His deepest, darkest condolences. He brought a lot of cash flow to the show.
Yes.
But unfortunately, that's all he brought. And
We're
he brought enough to
gonna-
us to where we can kind of just cut him, right?
We're
We're good?
We're gonna miss that
Used and
chained
abused?
walls
Yeah, we could
around
just like
here.
delete all the episodes where he's in. And
We
just
could
kinda
probably
start
just
over.
Could.
they have technology now to where we can just put your voice over
Yeah.
him. And it's just his, like, whatever he says sounds like you.
Yeah,
We can
that
do that.
sounds
There you
good.
go.
We'll do that.
There you go.
Anyways, well, maybe we'll see him in the future. Who knows? He's got, like I said, he's got a lot of begging and catching up to do and apologizing to do. So we'll
Yes,
we'll
he
find out.
does.
And if you're a member of the Big Lip Radio chat, you'll get exclusive first access to all this drama because we discuss this down a daily basis, which you can get and subscribe to at patreon.com/Big Lip Radio, or go to biglipradio.com, click the banner at the top, and subscribe. Pick a tier. We got 3 tiers, and one of them is to get you into our Facebook chat group. And it is amazing, full of drama.
I'm just going to add one small thing.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm a teacher, Avi. So we, I don't know if that's
Obviously, like they would know over the radio.
Well,
Hey,
about
to
it.
be
You
fair, she has
talked
a glass
about
of wine.
I
She's
have a
got a
glass of wine.
bikini strap on,
Yeah,
shorts.
obviously.
She got the glasses.
Listening and
She's a teacher.
No, I mean, you guys have probably mentioned it before. I'm a teacher. So I'm going to do, teachers are really hard to get rid of, the crappy ones. The
Yeah.
crappy ones are really hard to get rid of. The good
Labor
ones
union.
tend to want to look for other positions because they realize how difficult it is. But the crappy ones stick around. Jared can be
Unfortunately-
put, let's do to Jared what happens to crappy teachers.
Kill
They get-
them.
No, they get put on a growth plan. After many, many warnings, they get put on a growth plan by their supervisor, and they get monitored very closely for a year or 2 until we're actually eligible to fire them. Just saying. Growth
Well,
plan. Growth plan.
We're
Growth
not-
plan.
he-
Growth plan.
He's gonna have to
growth
beg
plan,
for the
growth plan,
listen.
Growth plan.
On next episode, he'll have to. You know what? He's not on next episode. We're done.
Oh,
He's
okay.
done. Cut off.
Ooh,
We started this show. He's done. He's done. He's done this one too many times.
Yeah,
He's got a
take
lot
that.
of discussion to do. He's lucky he's still in the chat. He can
Your
beg his-
motorcycle is dumb.
I want to move on to something way more
Okay.
important than this.
Moving on.
We have a few things to try and taste and tell you all about. It's like remember at school back in middle school when you had show and tell days? What was it,
Yes.
like every Friday?
Something like that.
It was the coolest thing ever because you got to see how
Thought it was
rich
every
and poor kids
Sunday.
are.
Yeah.
No, it was at school.
How rich and poor kids are.
Well,
That's
well,
so true.
I mean, obviously
The
you
poor
saw
kids
who
are
had
like, here's the
newest
twig I
thing.
found outside.
But normally it didn't matter. I found a bug when I was walking in the door.
So the kid's like, I just got my PlayStation, my 3rd PlayStation. No
They
Right.
just
deal.
really pull something from the lost and found. They're like, this cool sweater.
He's like, this is my dad. I just found him a couple
So-
weeks ago.
Josh,
Same.
my dad found a couple weeks ago.
oh my God, Josh, that one you have right in your hand there. You're looking at it. It's in a bottle. It's a
Oh.
soda. It's a pickle
It's-
soda.
I'm
PP
actually
yellow.
I'm
It looks
excited
like-
about this.
It's a pickle soda.
I love pickles in every shape and form.
So try that. Give that.
Pickle flavored soda.
This is kind of like.
What's the brand?
Looks
So-
like urine.
What
It's
genius
called
came up with this?
Lester's
Fixins.
Fixins.
Lester.
like-
Lester. Now I'm scared.
Molester.
For those of you
Lester's pickle soda.
who are viewing,
Oh,
Put it up to
good
that camera.
lord.
Oh, yes, there's a
Lester.
camera.
It's the worst
oh
name.
my gosh, the pickle.
Just
dude.
go by Les.
Wait.
You're not even
Don't go
doing
by
it.
Lester.
There you go.
Be smart
There
in
you
today's
go.
day and
There you
age.
go.
Okay.
Lester's pickle soda.
That's right.
I almost dropped
Did you open this one
honestly.
too?
So that's the pickle one. Josh is gonna try that and pass it
I
your
don't
direction.
really want to try the bacon one.
We
but
also
I am excited about
we
pickles.
have
Why don't you
a
try the bacon
Lester's
one
Fixin'
first?
bacon soda.
Yeah.
Anything that I've tried bacon has always been so overpowered in bacon. It usually tastes like you're just, you know when you cook bacon in like a griddle or something, it collects the grease at the bottom?
And then you just
I
lick
feel
the
like
griddle.
that beer that we had, one of the bacon beers, it felt like I was drinking that grease right out of the griddle. It was too thick,
All
too much.
it is smoke flavoring. That's all that they add.
Ooh, smell it. You want to smell that?
Ugh, it's just
You
gonna
know,
be smoke.
every time I
Smell
go
yours,
to
Josh.
the Rocket
Oh,
Fizz
God.
store,
That
when-
smells like bacon bits.
I know,
It doesn't
right?
even smell like real bacon. Bacon
Doesn't.
bits.
whenever I go to
Faux
the
bacon.
Whoa, whoa.
I was about to say F.A. bacon. That's fa bacon.
Fire bacon, baby.
the store that sells these, I always purposely
I'm
skip
disappointed.
these flavors. So
All
I'm
right.
kind of curious
So
to
do you
see.
want to cheers and sip?
Sure.
Cheers.
So Cait has the bacon and Stu has the pickle. I'm gonna try. You guys switch now.
Oh, it's like a pickle snow cone
I'm
that's
gonna try the pickle
melted
real
and
quick.
sat out for
Okay.
a couple of hours.
It's sweet. I'll give it that.
Wait, we should do one flavor
Whoa,
at a time. Or
that's
else
the pickle one. I just tried the pickle one.
Okay, so
Whoa.
we're getting a little cross-haired now. Let's all do the pickle one real quick, and then we'll do
Yes,
bacon.
I agree.
So hold on.
That pickle one's good.
I was gonna tell you that, but you interrupted me.
Oh my god, it's delicious.
God, that's disgusting.
I am
Hold on.
digging.
Hold on, that pickle one. That tastes. Let me go first.
'Kay.
So out of a soda, I don't
Okay.
expect that flavor at all.
No.
I get a pickle flavor, but
if
it's not.
someone told you it was pickle.
Yes, I
you'd be
would
like,
know.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I wouldn't pick it up if I
Right.
I wouldn't have guessed that flavor.
Without
but
knowing, you'd be like, what
there's
the
a
hell
there's a
is
hint
that?
of it though.
Yes.
The aftertaste, even with the beer mixture, the Kill Lifter, it has an aftertaste of pickle.
Okay.
As a soda, I don't know if I can handle that.
I probably wouldn't drink a whole one.
No, I could sip it and maybe go get drunk somewhere and then sip it again, thing like that. But I don't know. I would give it. That's what catches me off guard. I just can't drink a lot of it.
Is it on a scale of 1 to 5?
Yes, 1 to 5. I'm gonna give it a 3.5 out of 5.
Oh, that's generous.
I'll go
3.5.
Like-
next.
In my opinion, if I would buy it again, it's a 4, and
Yeah.
I would not buy this.
No.
I mean, I'm glad I tried it. I'm very
It did come in a single, to
grateful.
be
I've been
fair, so it's not like I had
exposed.
to worry about dumping a whole 6-pack down the drain.
But I wouldn't be like at home if you're like, hey babe, can I pick you up something to drink? I would be like, oh babe, give me some of that pickle soda. Like I would never be like, give me some of that pickle soda. Give me some of those pickies.
You know,
No,
You
it's
just took
like-
another sip, Josh?
yeah, like
I did too. Like,
Stu?
I don't know.
Let me try it.
The
You
you gotta
first,
see.
second time.
First
yeah, give it
shot.
another shot.
the first shot was pretty like,
Like,
not
oh.
liking it.
It's like alcohol. After
But
your
I don't
first
know.
couple, it goes down smoother.
I mean,
I'm
it's
kinda liking
good.
it now.
It tastes like bread and butter pickles.
I
'Cause
don't
it's
know.
sweet.
But I can only eat a few of those. I love them to death. They're really good.
Oh, I could eat a whole jar
I just
of
can't
bread and
do
butter
that.
Like
pickles.
those the
don't know.
Vlasic bread and butter
Yeah,
pickles.
exactly,
Yeah.
yeah.
I wouldn't go
it's
tell
a
anybody to
sweet
go
pickle.
get it. I wouldn't go be
No.
hey, go pick this up if you're
But
in
like,
this location.
I have legit drank that juice
Yeah.
and
The
loved
pickle
every
juice?
time.
Well,
Oh, I love drinking pickle
the,
juice.
the
like out of a
sweet
jar.
pickle juice, I've tried it before.
Is it
but
just me
that,
or is
it's
it
like imitation.
Is it making you dizzy? Every time I take a sip, I feel dizzy. Not
I mean,
even gonna lie.
I have had a glass of wine, so I'm all right.
So
I
you're already
started the
spinning?
show with this.
All right, I'm gonna try the.
Yeah.
Smells like burnt
Getting
tires.
dizzy up in here.
Oh, I'm taking my glasses off. I have a headache.
This bacon one smells like
Is
burnt
that all?
tires, guys. I don't know if I can
Anything
try
else you'd like
this.
to take off?
Excuse you?
Josh is gonna try the bacon beer.
Okay.
Go ahead,
Beer.
Josh.
This is beer.
No, bacon soda.
So tight
Ba-
on my head.
Wh-
Stop it.
What'd you just say?
I said these are so tight on my head.
You said it really slow and
No, shut up. I was trying to whisper it.
very erotically.
No,
Why
I
did you
didn't.
just dump that again? This is now the second soda you have spilled on my carpet.
I'm sorry.
He's got big lips. It's
I'll
hard
tell
to-
you.
He's got bigger lips than I do. This show's named after you.
I'll
now.
tell you
He's got big
something.
lips like his mama.
You just deep throated that bottle, by the way.
No, I did not. Don't believe
He
him.
did the deep throat drink.
That was absolutely disgusting.
Like, this is gross.
Yeah, that's just gross.
It's like a
Let me
sweet...
try. I took a sip of beer.
it's a
Maybe it'll make it
sweet
taste
soda
better.
mixed with smoke.
It's like when you burn something
Ugh.
on the grill and then you eat it.
I like burnt stuff.
No.
If it's food. I don't want to have a burnt drink.
It tastes
You
chemically.
can't burn a drink, you
It tastes like a
fool.
chemical.
Obviously you can.
Like I'd probably try to like polish a doorknob with that.
Yeah. Polish a polish a doorknob.
Would you polish a doorknob?
No, I wouldn't polish a doorknob with
Well,
it. Where
if I had
is
a monkey on
that?
my back, would you beat him off?
Oh my God! Stop. You
You're
are
an-
something. Why? 'Cause
You're an
I said
asshole.
My,
I'd beat him off you.
My headphones are too tight.
You didn't say him too tight.
Oh,
You're
he's all
like my
excited.
headphones.
Yeah, you did. You did
I
say it a
said
little
that.
like
I was like, my
sensually. That was kind of
headphones are too
weird.
tight. I was trying to like whisper it.
Tight.
Get the out of here, losers.
That was my
Don't ever comment
that
on
was
that
my
again,
genitalia
Josh.
erectile punching the microphone.
Uncomfortable.
Anyways, so
I
baking
say
soda.
1.5.
You give it
out
a
of
1,
5.
Josh?
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 1.5.
You're gonna go. I'm gonna give it a 2 because of the sweetness. It was good sweet.
Don't
but
say that, Zach.
It was bacon.
I don't even want
You
to.
can't have a
The
disagreeing
next thing we're gonna
opinion.
try, and the last thing we're gonna try in the snake tester is a Cheez-It Duos. And I don't think we've tried this. We've done Duos before, but I don't think we've had this flavor. We're doing the bacon and cheddar cheese.
We're a duo.
I was gonna say cheddar cheese. Say what you said earlier, Josh. Totally
I was like,
appropriate.
oh, that's crazy. Cheese-It doing cheddar cheese.
Whoa,
What if they added
crazy.
extra cheddar cheese powder to them? Because
They-
it looks pretty powdery.
That'd be great.
Man, they went really creative with their flavors. They're like, instead of cheddar cheese,
sounds-
let's do extra cheddar cheese.
I hear that
Whoa.
crunching.
Whoa.
Oh, I hear a whoa coming out of here. All right, I'll take
Oh.
a few.
Hold on.
All right, I have a dare for
Ooh,
somebody.
I got a burnt one.
Wait a second.
Take a one that you think is bacon
Oh.
and put the baking soda on the Cheez-It and eat it.
Ew,
A
you do
baking
it.
Soda?
No, I'm not doing that. I'm not
What
dumb.
the way these taste
Yo,
right now?
get some of that hot sauce up in here.
Oh, yeah. Where's that ghost pepper sauce,
We
bro?
have it all in there still. It's not up top there. It's in the fridge.
Oh, these are good. See, this is where smoke flavor belongs, right here.
It's bacon. It's another form. It's the second bacon thing we've done in this test in the last 10 minutes.
I'm feeling it.
You like it?
Mm-hmm.
Josh,
need
you
some
took
hot
a bunch.
sauce.
You took a handful, yeah.
I want spicy bacon cheddar. That's what I want.
Oh, whoa.
Come on, Cheez-Its, let's go.
Spicy bacon cheddar.
Spicy
bacon cheddar. Spicy bacon cheddar. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I think that was a pretty good,
Snaps
pretty
on my
good.
Oh my goodness, that's really
Snack.
This is
Okay.
very good. Ooh.
good. Okay,
I'll go first.
go ahead, Josh.
I would give it a 4 out of 5. This
Uh-huh.
is delicious. You can definitely taste the bacon. Even though the cheddar is a little too flavorful, you can still get both. I think it's a great duo. I would give it 4 out of 5.
I agree.
Yeah.
I would even give it 4.5 out of 5.
I'm gonna do you one better,
Oh, shit.
and I'm gonna give it a
4.6.
5 out of 5. Oh, baby! I think it's only my second 5, third 5. I don't give
That's
them out
what-
very often.
That means that Zach will be buying it every day for the next 5
But
days.
it does everything I want it to. I've brought this up before. The powder on your fingers. After you eat one or two of them, it's just caked. With even the cheddar, I can taste the cheddar powder, and then you have the bacon powder sprinkled on it.
It was like those one Cheez-Its that we had.
I mean, it's a duo, so there's technically two different cheeses combined. So
I know.
I don't know if they have them individually.
Just sprinkled
But
in there,
the fact that
please.
they're combined, when you get one of each flavor and eat it, it tastes great. Now, individually, they also taste great, but I like to get them just 4 or 5 of them. Doesn't matter if I have an even amount. Just, it doesn't matter. Oh, it tastes different every time.
That's good.
And it's always a good flavor. That bacon.
Making me
It's
want
like a
more
great
wine.
bacon powder. It's not
Oh, they are different
overpowering.
colors.
I'm telling you, you can tell one's a little darker, so you can see it.
Oh, I didn't
I'm
even
gonna
notice that the
definitely a
first
5 out of 5. I would recommend this. I'm probably like Caitlin said, I'm gonna buy one a day for the rest of my life until I fall into
Die
this
of
deep
diabetes.
coma, and then
Yep.
like I'm just in a bed of frickin' duos.
I am. I'm that spouse that's like, hey, why'd you stop at QT every day this week? I'm that spouse.
You don't
so I'll
say
be
that.
like, well, not every time, but
Like once a month, and I'm like, all right, and I pull back for a week, and I just do it. I go back into it. Right?
Just again.
And I just roll back into it. I'm like, all right, I get it. A week's good. All right, we're good. We're good. Why are you timing me?
I'm timing you,
Are
bro.
you being an intern right now?
Oh, snap.
You being an
Oh,
intern? Well,
crap.
you know what?
Put me in my place.
Because you did your job, you let me know that we have another topic to discuss, and that is Caitlin and mine experience at the Verizon frickin' store.
Oh,
Yeah.
great.
Yay!
Gotta love the Verizon store.
Now, what is so unique about this experience is not only was there construction going on, there was not any kids running around in there.
God.
There was like 2 or 3 people. There was 10, 15 people ready to help anybody at any time.
We walked in and got served right away.
Instantly. We didn't have to wait on a waiting list.
I mean, it was beautiful.
No, we're not sponsored by Verizon.
No.
Yes, we brought our knee pads right now, but let me just say how impressed I am with Verizon and their store. I've been to AT&T.
And Sergio.
I've done the Sprint thing. I've done all, Cricket, whatever you want to call it, Clearview. I've done it all.
Metro PCS?
And every time I have to deal with any sort of customer service or in-store rep, it's always been a nightmare. You need this form. You need this password. You need to be authorized user on the account. You need to be do this. We went in there. You were already authorized user.
I was going to say.
We've changed discounts
Let's-
a couple different times,
let's
and it happens just
also-
like that.
Let's also say this,
What?
too. We have never gone in at the same time with the same goal. We've been together almost 12 years, and it's either just you or just me going
Yep.
in with a goal. So I think that really was what set the tone.
But we
We were
both
both motivated.
and we both got a phone too. That was the other
We did.
indispensable thing of this topic.
Was that your plan?
Kind
not
of.
really.
Zach definitely.
Oh, so you guys
So-
got some.
No,
You guys got
well,
it was
two
50-50.
opposite
50-50.
issues.
There was
So,
two different choices we could choose
I've
from.
had my phone in October. It'll be 3 years that I've had my phone. Battery's running low, like not really working the way it's supposed to, but the rest of my phone's totally fine.
Replace the battery.
Zach dropped his phone at work because Davey couldn't catch it, and so
I dropped down 2 stories of stairs.
well, and then excuse me, Davey, I'm gonna apologize. Zach told me you should have caught it. That's what
He could have
told
caught it.
me
He's
to
just
get
being a little baby back. You could hear the story.
So I'll
We'll listen to it.
apologize, but that's what Zach told me when he got home. Zach totally cracked his phone. He had like 3 payments left. So he needed a new phone for aesthetic purposes, and I needed a new one because of internally my battery wasn't really lasting that long.
You don't have a removable battery?
No, not on an iPhone.
We do now.
Which I love, and I'm not embarrassed about it.
So
She has an iPhone.
We'll
That's
get into
sad.
the specs of it in the second half of the show. That's usually the techie nerdy part of the show where we get into video games and all the cool stuff that I like to talk about. But for this first half, the trip was amazing.
Yes.
We got 2 phones now. Caitlin, in this whole
God.
process, I get so embarrassed.
All right.
A lot of the times
All
when I'm
right.
around Caitlin in public with people she's comfortable with.
Let's
it's not just
give
anybody.
A little preface. I am
Context.
overly and brutally honest.
Yeah.
And overly
And
in
annoying.
the case of
Whoa,
to
whoa,
knock
hey,
his
hey!
ass
Just
off
because
that
you got your name
ball.
thrown in the intro doesn't mean it
Get
can't be
outta here,
cut
fool.
the F out.
So
Get out of here, man.
overly and brutally honest. So when we went to the store, I was just blabbing and blabbing and blabbing, and I told him about the crack on my phone and how it doesn't charge anymore. So the trade-in value of my
Oh
phone
my
went from
God.
$120 to $60. Go ahead.
So
Zach.
let me add some context to this. Now, throughout our relationship, the 12 years Caitlin had mentioned, we've had a lot of scenarios where things have been said when when one would prefer not to be said, right? Regardless of what it
just
is.
wasn't needed to be said.
You know, for a good example, we
Unnecessary.
went to one of Uncle Mike's gigs
oh,
one night
stop! No,
at a bar with
no.
so many. This is just an example.
This is the only example, by the
not
way.
just one of many that I have piled
Is that the
up.
small PP
No,
one?
this is it.
No,
this is it.
I came home from work one day. She snapped a picture of my hog and kept it in her
No,
phone.
lies.
Oh, and then she
And
showed
3
it to
days
me, and
later,
it was so
showed
small.
her whole
Lies.
family.
First of all,
And
she was drunk.
No,
And it was so small.
Rewind.
I was looking
You
good.
posed for that picture, MFer. First of all, you dropped trow and turned around
You know
and
what?
stuck it out. So
I loved
first of all,
you.
number 1.
I loved you
And that's the only picture that you and I have ever exchanged that was of nudity.
because of.
Because I went to my Uncle Mike plays in a band and was playing at an outdoor mall. I think one by Dave and Buster's off of whatever it is, the one off of like
The
Riverview
202.
or the 202 and the 101 where they meet.
Yeah.
So he's playing at outdoor mall. I had just gone to a Mexican restaurant. I had had multiple margaritas, and by multiple I mean 5 or 6, and I was obliterated.
So Zach was right.
Yes. And so I showed 2 people the picture.
Okay, I'll let you just say 2 people because it was more than that. Who are the 2 people you
It
showed?
was my mom and my Aunt Barb.
2 people we see the most. One of them watches our kid, and the other one also does too.
But it was older women that have seen many penises
your
in their life.
moms essentially have seen my.
Not essentially. They've seen it, literally.
Seen it.
There's no essential about
It was
It's
a
a
side
literal
shot, but it was
thing.
looking good now.
And they were like, good for you, girl. They've liked you even more since then.
They have.
So
But do
stop
you know
being
how
so
awkward it
embarrassed.
is?
You should be
Because
proud of
I know
yourself.
why they like me now, and I don't
Oh
want them to like
my
me for that
God.
reason. This is what this does. This is what you women create. Oh my gosh!
They're like, hey,
Every time, and but when your aunt gives me a hug,
Uh-huh.
it is always the most longest, most sentimental hug, most longest sentimental
I saw
hug
that too. I didn't want to say anything.
that
but I
I've
was like,
ever
Oh, you guys
had
talk crap to me? Okay,
because he
okay.
knows I can just snip.
Snip,
he's
snip
gone.
off the
That I've
shelf.
ever had
You
in my
called me
entire life.
annoying.
That's all right
Don't
though.
think I'm gonna
Well,
forget that.
Disney, if you remember, told you he had a mustache too, but he's
true.
gone. He's
But
gone.
I also
he's gone.
hit
he's
Disney
gone.
in the face. What did I throw at him?
Your
a book.
I thought your foot. You threw your foot at him.
No, I was like, we were sitting there, and
You just
and he
high-kicked him.
said, "Hi-ya! From this light, you have a mustache right there." And I had something in my hand, and I threw it, and it knocked the lens out of his glasses.
right at his face.
Stupid.
Oh my
yes, I have a
God.
mustache. Don't care.
No, it's the best. So overall,
Stupid.
our trip was great. So there's the context to that story. But she was telling the dude, I broke my phone, so I replaced a lot of the parts myself. But technically,
not say
I'm
that.
not supposed to do that. You were going to, and
I
there was
almost
2
did.
times in that store where I kicked you, and I looked at you. I was like,
dadded me. You gave me. You were like, I know. You did. He like
That's what I
hit
did.
me and like kind of gave me this look with his brows
like,
all furrowed and his butthole lips. He was like,
oh, the other one was my. I mean, to be fair, to keep it in context, it was an ID of sort that had an expiration date on it, but it still proved that I was in a certain something that, other people would not ever get unless they had that ID or were willing to risk a felony for it. So it was legit, but they wouldn't take that either. And because it was specifically mentioned of one date on ID, which did not have to be mentioned.
Oh my God.
This is where your cousin, by the way, coined this phrase. I'm going to give it to her. She always says it's easier to ask for forgiveness than it is for permission.
That's not her phrase.
And this would apply perfectly to this scenario. You just let him find the date that expired. If he doesn't say anything, who cares?
Time out. Also, let's
so
remind
there's a
everybody.
Discount that was, but we got it though.
Honesty never really hurts you in the
what?
long run.
To be fair,
in the moment it hurts.
To be fair, you ended up getting whatever form we needed, just like that.
You knew what we needed,
and we got our discount that we wanted.
Said, "I need that form," and I said, well, "I just so happen to have it on my email right here."
They marked up the value of that phone like 200%, and then gave you a small discount, probably, right?
Oh yeah,
whatever.
Honestly,
you guys overpaid. I bet.
I can tell you right now. So we switched plans, got a discount on that plan because of the documentation that I gave them, and our bill is $20 less than it normally is.
That's pretty hot.
And we both got
new phones.
Which we'll tell which ones we got and discuss later on.
Yeah, I'm happy about it.
Yeah, so.
And I have a backup phone because I kept my old one because the trade-in was worthless because I told them about the crack in the screen.
I have my past 3 phones in
he was
Ziploc
going to
bag.
give you $130.
Yeah, and then I was like, "There's a crack." It's not like he wasn't going to see the crack, Zach.
You know what?
You see the crack.
He didn't even realize my phone had 0 backing on it until I took it out and showed him.
I would have been way more embarrassed if he came out and he was like, "Hey, did you ever notice that there was a crack in the screen?" And if I had to play dumb, I would have been so embarrassed. I would have been like, "I knew it was there."
You say no. You threw it in a fit of rage because you couldn't figure out whatever you were doing on that stupid system. That's what you say. We're here for my lawyer and give you my new phone.
I hate lying.
Really?
I can't even pretend to not tell the truth. I
got
hate
you.
it.
I can tell every time you lie.
I can't pretend to not tell the truth.
Am I your favorite?
Yeah. What?
Am I your favorite?
Yeah.
That's a
you,
lie.
babe.
I could tell.
You're my favorite husband.
That's total lies.
What's the
Nah,
truth?
there's only one.
You're my favorite husband.
Yeah, I hope I'm your favorite. How many you got, girl?
Just one, baby. You.
We them boys. But what we do have is a moment for you guys to take a break, go grab some soda, do whatever you need to do. Either pause the episode, fast forward, whatever you do now these days. We're going to hear from our sponsors. Fucking move my.
You fucking tell me what to do.
You fucking move my mouse. You fucking. You gotta get back here because I'll talk about my phone first.
But what you can get is a bunch of old school video games.
Yes, you sure can. This is Zach from Big Lip
Josh,
Radio. And
and
not
Hot Topic.
only can
We're
you
doing
get old
commercials.
school video games, you can also get those crazy collectibles.
Oh,
Barbie
we'll do
dolls
now.
that all these old men
I grouped that in with the
those
commercials.
Bonehead.
And also Legos. So
You just
if
said
wanna
he didn't
check
even
out
know
some great old
my
school
phone had
games
no
and
backing
toys,
until I
make
whipped
sure
out
you
and
hit
showed
up
him. It's
all
like,
our
yeah,
games
how is he
at the
supposed to know,
Tempe
like,
location,
I know.
at
subliminally?
Peaks location, as well as the
Duh.
Paradise Valley
You should
location.
know that I broke
You
my
can even
phone.
go to Google and type in Fallout games, and usually they're the first few pages. So if you want some
Kate's
old
gonna
school
be so
video
mad.
games, be sure to check out falloutgames.com.
I called her annoying.
The following is a presentation of the United Wrestling Network.
Welcome everyone to Championship Wrestling from Arizona. I'm Todd Kennelly along with my partner Johnny LaClasto.
Get ready for the next TV taping of Championship Wrestling from Arizona, July 6th at the world famous Nile Theater in Mesa, Arizona.
I'm hoping you don't
Get
skip
your
out.
tickets
That's the whole
at
point. That's why I made that.
Ticketfly.com.
Hopefully it's incentive for you to keep coming. Because we'll slowly but surely keep working you in.
I will never skip out.
Hey, this is Drab T-shirt from the Big O
We're
and
getting
Duke
ready.
Show and the Junkies
You
in
got
Washington,
21
D.C.
seconds.
And I listen to Big Lip Radio after I've listened to everything else on the internet. When I say everything else, I mean everything else. Rally the Horde, Minority Report, Hard Times and Weirdness, Joe Rogan, Play to Win Radio with AWOL.
Hot topic.
Oh, yeah! Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, my name is Zach, and I'm the host for your night's episode of Nostalgia. Josh, why do you plant those subliminal seeds that just subconsciously grow in the back of my mind, and then I say what you say later on? So quit it. So this is Nostalgia. Ask me what Nostalgia is.
What's nostalgia?
Well, I'm not going to explain it. This is the last time we're going to explain it, so I will do this for you this one last time. Any future episodes, we're not explaining it anymore. Nostalgia is a game show that I came up with where I take a 30-second clip from one game that includes game sounds, everything else. It's just one solid clip,
Okay, continue.
No, there's nothing wrong. You got something to say?
I was going to say, didn't we just do this? But it's a Patreon read, and you choose video games. Jared does WWE. I get it now. Go ahead, continue.
No, hey,
You always
thanks.
do NOS.
I had to process it.
It's good. It's all right. But I put it into audio form, and you guys guess what game that clip is from. No year, none of that stuff, because we change nostalgia up quite a bit, and we'll let you know when we do. So, you guys want to hear
Let's do it.
last week's clip? We have a winner from last week. You know that, right?
Yeah, what's their name?
Lucha Libre XY Xbox 360 at Instagram.
That is a long name.
Yes, sorry, I had to scream like that because he had a lot of exclamation points that I didn't want to count. Anyways, you can find him on Instagram, and he got last week's correct, which I think did you guess it last week, Josh, or did Jared? So I felt like one of you guys guessed it.
All right, you tell me. And
all right, so here's last week's. We can talk about it, discuss it. What do you think?
I said this. I said GoldenEye.
I was going to say, yeah, this is GoldenEye. I know this.
N64. Well, you saw the
No,
screen.
but I know this because I used to play it. It's one of like the 5 games I played in my
You
whole
had?
life.
Oh, wow.
Yes, I played it on Nintendo 64. Every time I got shot, I used to beat the crap out of my brother with my remote.
Nice.
Jeez.
We played split screen. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, bruh.
I was saying this is the part where you're like in the bathroom.
I was like, this sounds really familiar.
You know, like
you pull the stall open.
Yeah,
no,
right
this
there.
is the part at the very beginning where you're walking across the bridge.
You're walking across.
You're at the towers out where it's snowy. When they're driving around you in the trucks.
I knew that beginning music, though. I was like, this sounds so familiar, so I know I played it.
Yeah, that was me that guessed it, but you probably all knew it.
That's the only game I played with a gun.
Yeah. Yes.
I loved it.
It was the first game you played or the only game?
The only game I played.
What about Super Mario when you get Fireball? That's technically a weapon.
It's not a gun. It comes
It's
out
assault.
of his hands.
It's not a weapon.
It's like a
Why would he
physical...
use salt? He uses fire.
It's assault.
No, it's assault. He's using his body. That's fine. He's got like magical powers. That's good.
He's got like magical powers. He's got.
Hello.
They're so freaky good. So we're gonna talk about this week's version of nostalgia.
Let's
Play
do
it. If you guys think you know the answer, go to our Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter at Big Lip Radio. Guess anywhere in those social media networks and YouTube as well the name of the game, and you guys will win yourself a shiny new Big Lip Radio exclusive nostalgia T-shirt.
Ooh, snap!
So no guessing this. You guys can guess. I'm just not gonna tell you yes or no. I may give clues, whatever, but let's listen.
Austin Powers.
Sounds like it, huh? But it's not.
Yeehaw! Here I come, Hick!
Obviously a car game where you can change the radio station. Shut up, Zach.
You're so cute.
Is this
Vigilante?
Vigilante?
You're my favorite person.
Is this Vigilante? Or Vigilante, whatever? For PlayStation?
Gran Turismo.
I don't know. If you think you know what it
Absolutely
is,
not Gran
go to our
Turismo.
social media
That's what
at
I'm
Big
guessing.
Up Radio. Guess the name of the game. You guys win yourself a crazy prize. And sometimes we throw weird things in there, like dirty socks, like from our own personal collection. Or maybe the kids that we have do. But anyways, you guys will get a bunch of great stuff from us. Just keep playing. What I want to talk about, Kaylin, is what you're holding in your hand for right now. Your brand new, shiny, fantabulous iPhone 10. I guess that'll
This
work.
is the iPhone XR.
Whoa!
Okay.
So it's an iPhone 10 but re-released to get more people to spend money?
Yeah, well, there's the XR, there's the XS,
Yeah.
and the XSE.
So what are the differences, Kate?
Sacks.
All I know is that mine is the cheaper of the 3, and that it doesn't. It has an LED screen rather than an LCD.
Yeah.
Am I right? Did I say it right?
Actually,
Did
I
I
think
get it
you
mixed
have
up?
the OLED, which is organic LED, which has true black because instead of making the pixels really dark, they just turn the pixels off. So you get true black screen.
That makes my phone better. I get it.
Yeah, it does. Much better than mine.
But how do you, compared to your last phone, what was the last phone you had?
So I had the iPhone 7.
And you made a huge jump then from the 7 to the 10R.
Yeah.
Because R even came out after the X came out.
Was there ever an iPhone 9?
I think for a hot second.
I don't think so.
I don't remember ever hearing about it.
I don't
think so.
remember 8 because I
There was
dropped
an
off
8.
way back.
There was an 8.
Way back.
Because I know that there was an offer for the 8 for this, but I don't know if there was a 9, but there was an X.
I remember 6 and 10.
I remember. No, there was definitely an 8 because this is the 7. My old phone was the 7. So I went from a 5 to a 7 because I get them every other year.
Oh, wow.
And then I went to the 10 because I waited 3 years to get this one because I wanted to pay everything off.
And we did, and we instantly effed that whole idea up and went and got 2 brand
That's
new
like
phones.
paying off
and
your
a
car.
new plan.
Do you feel old that we have to adjust to the idea that we no longer get free upgrades? That now it's like just financing a new phone.
Well, that's right.
Do you feel old?
No,
we used to get just a free phone.
But
our
I don't
plans
think
were
it was
higher.
ever
That's
really
the thing. Our plans were
free.
higher.
Well,
They
that's, I'm saying like it was.
They just
built
transfer
in.
the money
We
to
always-
another place
I know,
to
but when
charge
things
you.
always
are
had to
built
finance
in, it feels different.
It does.
And that's how they get you.
You know.
That's
I
how they
remember the first smartphone I had. It was a BlackBerry Pearl that I had from AT&T.
I remember that.
The phone itself cost like $500. My bill was going to be $99 every month, and that was the highest bill at that time that I've ever had for a cell
I
phone.
think my first smartphone, if I don't really count the BlackBerry as a smartphone. Well, at least mine, it had the trackball.
It was a red button. That's what mine had, was a trackball.
I had the Envy, right?
Yeah.
The Envy that you opened up.
Yep,
that
the
was
shell,
like,
the clamshell.
Yeah, the
green
clamshell one. That
remember?
was, and I wouldn't consider that a smartphone, but that was no. What was the one that I had a touch screen right after that? I had the Envy touchscreen.
The one I remember the most is the Droid X2. That was my first real smartphone.
Yeah. That was my first introduction to the Android world, was the Droid X.
I remember the first time I got a touchscreen smartphone. Zach talked so much crap to me because I had no idea what to do with it, and I was like, "Oh, why is it just doing things?" Like I was so confused. I didn't even press anything; it just did it. And he's like, "That's a touchscreen, babe. That's just the way they go." And now I can't imagine.
That's back when they had like the shield over that. It was like shield touch sensitive. It wasn't like heat signature sensitive.
Really?
So yeah, because those days you could use anything to touch your screen, it would work.
It would work. Yeah, you could.
It was so funny. I remember those days.
Yeah, I honestly love it. It's a lot heavier than my old phone, so that's been something to get used to. But other than that, and there's no home button on it.
Your
so the home
camera's
button's on the
obviously
side.
improved.
My camera's amazing. There's a lot of storage.
What don't you like about the phone right now?
Price.
So this is actually the only thing that I don't like, and I don't know if this is just a rumor or because someone was like, "Oh yeah, that's just the way it goes." So we moved to an unlimited plan because we got a discount on it, and we're like, "Oh well, why wouldn't we just do that?" We were sharing 10 gigs a month, and Zach was using like 9.5 of them, and I was using half a gig. Shut up, loser. You could do Wi-Fi for that. And anyway, so we moved to the unlimited plan because we were sick of almost running out of data. And I feel like it's running slower now. I feel like I don't get the processing speed that I had before. And I know
that's why
this phone's supposed to have a faster processing speed, but is the internet connection running slower? Is the because I'll turn off my Wi-Fi and I don't feel like anything's moving faster. Where before, if I turned off my Wi-Fi, things would happen no problem because I was paying for data.
The funny thing is, I'm noticing the same thing with my phone. It's not fast anymore. Like, I don't get it. I don't know if it's just, it doesn't affect it that we changed our data plan. It should not affect our phone's processing power at all.
Probably,
I think it does.
because you have the unlimited plan, they probably put you on a lower priority.
I'm talking about
connection.
even when you do anything on your phone.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
When you open an app, when you close an app, it takes longer for some reason. Maybe that's just the phone itself.
Well, the phone itself maybe, but I'm telling you, like, just downloading something takes forever.
It does.
Connecting to just anything, like if I'm trying to pull up an address,
There's probably a setting we haven't found yet that we can turn on or off.
Possibly.
There's a setting. It's like
I got into the developer settings, and it unlocks like a whole new world for my phone.
Well, and I'm telling you, I really think, and I was told this by a couple people that also have unlimited. When they switched, they said, when you switch to unlimited, you don't go as fast as you did when you were using your data.
That's why our bill still remains the same and doesn't go
data.
Higher because they're throttling that unlimited. So I understand it. It sucks.
But
here's the thing: we're not paying any extra for going over. Like all that extra porn I look at is justified now.
And I can go to the gym and I can watch Criminal Minds and come up with ideas how to kill Zach later on, and it's not a big deal. And I just kill. Oh, who said that? What? Who's that? Just kidding. I look at you like you're the killer. I'm never gonna be the killer.
You
just admitted on a radio show. Allegedly.
Honestly,
which means you were serious.
I think the best phone I've ever had was the Galaxy S4, which I still have in my drawer. Same with the S3 and the Droid X2, all functioning. The only reason I got rid of the S4 and got my current phone was it stopped taking calls and messages, or it would get the message like 3 days later.
Right, and you're like,
but
is that the phone or is that the?
I tried replacing the SIM card. I went to Verizon. I also did a clean wipe on the entire phone and pretty much just reinstalled everything. nothing worked. I assumed it was something hardware I can't really change, but
yeah.
I got an LG. It's nice now, but honestly, I'd still probably be rocking the S4 if it worked.
Yeah.
Even though that's what, like 6 generations behind now. They're
yeah,
on the
but
S10.
there's nothing. Honestly, I had no problems with my 7. I had no issues with it. I loved it. It did everything I wanted to. I had all the storage that I needed, and it still ran pretty fast. I just got sick of my battery would be, even without even touching it, like I'd be teaching and my phone would be in my purse, and by like 3 or 4 in the afternoon, I'd be at like 20% battery, and I'm like, I didn't even touch it today. Like, why is my battery? But I've heard from multiple people with Apple, especially, like when you hit that 2-year mark, your battery starts to go, and they think that they do it on purpose because
they think that because of the update will
they monopolize the whole market.
Well, they want you to get the
Apple
newest phone because if they made one phone that lasted forever,
right.
like
I'm proud that I almost had 3 years out of this.
Listen, here's a question
2
for
years
you.
and 9 months.
If they made a phone that lasted forever, but it cost $5,000, would you buy it?
No.
Why?
Because I like updating things. I like change. I do like things. I'm a total stickler for a routine, but I think change is healthy.
All right, Obama. All right, Obama.
Just saying. I like regularity. It makes me comfortable, but when you're too comfortable, things get stagnant and boring, and you gotta switch it up. You're looking for too much excitement, so you gotta
I get it. That's why this time when I got my phone, I didn't stick with the normal Galaxy. My last phone I had was a Galaxy 8. Right? Was a Galaxy 8.
They should bring back removable batteries.
It's all right. It's all right.
True.
It's all right. So
I had one of my S4. That's what kept it going so long. Is whenever 2 years battery starts going out, go on Amazon, get one for $20, pop it in. It's good for another 2.
Boom.
I picked out the Google Pixel 3.
Google Pixels are amazing.
Let me tell you something. This phone is a small one. I have the 5.5 inch display. It's not bad. It's just one of the smallest phones I've had besides the iPhone 4. The 4, I felt like the 4 was a little smaller than
Did you have an iPhone?
Yeah.
For like a hot second?
I had like 2 of the iPhones at one point.
I don't even remember that.
Remember when Premise One got me a couple iPhones
too? Oh,
too?
yeah.
So I had that.
Phones.
So this Google Pixel 3, I'm really enjoying it. I've had a week with it. I've explored a lot of the features. Like I said, I got developer mode open on this thing. So I'm doing whatever I can to push it to its limits. Now, I put a Dreamcast emulator on here. I put one of my favorite games, Phantasy Star Online.
Oh, yeah.
And it runs it at 60 FPS, 1080p amazingly. I haven't tried any of the 4K or none of that, and I'm not interested.
Were you like, I could see you holding your phone being like, oh my God, look at what
and
this
since my last one had this
do.
cracked screen, like every time I rubbed my finger across the screen, like it would cut my finger.
Splinter.
It was never good, man. It made me want to burp. So the camera didn't work on my last phone because I had dropped it, but the camera on this Galaxy Pixel 3.
Oh my God.
Google Pixel
3 phone 4
is a 12.2 megapixel dual camera.
What does that mean in
dual
English?
Cameras.
English
so
terms.
HDR effects, things like that. It takes 2 different pictures, combines the contrast, gives you a deeper resolution image.
What does picture mean?
Have a 2
It's a Qualcomm Snapdragon processor in this Google Pixel 3. It's got 4 GB RAM.
What's 4?
Why are you acting like a turd? I got the black version.
Mine does not have a dual camera, which is one of the downsides of it. I guess of the
it's USB-C type.
But
so here's about my phone personally. It's USB-C type. So it's the new C Android charger that makes it go faster.
Okay.
Yada yada. The battery life on this so far, compared to the Galaxy 8, I would say there's a steep decline.
Oh, really?
I feel like the battery only lasts me 10 hours a day.
How often do you actually charge it, though? Because I have not seen
Google wants you to upgrade.
I charge it twice a day.
Why do you charge it twice a day?
Because it goes...
Do you charge it all night?
Yeah, it charges all night, and then I have to charge it probably
probably
at 4 o'clock.
Probably because you have Phantasy Star playing in the background the entire time.
Here's the thing. On the Galaxy S8, I always had YouTube playing as well. That thing lasted easy 12 to 16 hours, 12 to 14 hours.
Okay.
But this phone, here's a caveat to that. This phone takes 30 minutes to charge.
Oh, okay. To a full battery?
Yeah, to a full battery.
Oh, that's crazy.
30 minutes to charge to a full battery.
Yeah.
So that's by far one of the fastest charging phones that I've ever had. So it doesn't matter because it would take my Galaxy S8 an hour and a half to charge. Now, I don't know if this comes with all phones. Does it happen on your new iPhone?
I honestly don't know because...
when's the last time you charged your iPhone?
I charge it every night. Like when I go to bed, I put it on my stand.
What's it usually at? What's your percentage?
So today it's a little low because I was at the gym and I was watching shows and stuff like that when I was doing my elliptical.
Yeah.
And I've been on my phone a lot today. I've been ordering like kids backpacks and crap like that. So I'm at 24% right now, but normally at this time of night I'm at like 50. So it's got a decent battery.
What's it at right now?
It's at 24.
50.
I just
Wow.
said it's at 24.
Gotcha.
So I'll like it'll be fine until I go to bed tonight.
Yeah.
And then I'll just charge it all night. But it
That's
does
it. So
charge
twice
really
a day?
fast. No, once a day.
Okay, once a day.
So when I go to bed, I'll plug it in, and
Yeah.
then when I wake up, I'll take it off my charger. But it's fully charged. I want to say when I plug it in, I would say within an hour, it's fully charged.
So did your iPhone come with earpods?
No.
They didn't.
It
My
just
phone
came with
didn't come with
regular-
any. Yeah, my
yeah.
phone came with regular ones.
Probably
too.
why it was the cheapest option.
No.
What do the rest? The rest don't come with AirPods.
They don't?
AirPods are really expensive. They don't come with them.
I don't know.
Well, then
I
why
thought
would
there
you
was a
buy
phone.
It
that
comes.
came
It
with- I
comes
thought
with
they came with-
headphones.
Yeah, I
No,
thought-
it comes with headphones.
I thought
that
there
you
was a
can,
phone that came with
No,
it.
it comes with headphones that have the jack
Why
that you
not?
don't have to
So
use the toggle.
That's I have
That's
the
like
same.
the benefit.
Your phone, you still have to use the toggle on that one. They changed it over in the 8, where you have to use the
No,
dongle.
Well, I don't have to use the dongle because
on the 7,
it comes
you didn't
with,
have to use the dongle, right?
No,
on
I had to use the dongle
on the 7 too.
Mhm.
So on the 6 is when they had the original headphone jack. So on the 7 they
yeah.
transferred over. So you've already been acclimated
I've
to
been
that type of.
and honestly, I've just bought Bluetooth headphones.
So with
since
this
then. They
Google
cost $10
Pixel
at
3,
Walmart.
they went to that same thing now. They have a
Yeah.
dongle. They don't have a headphone jack now. So I have to have a dongle to plug in a headset.
Oh, that's right. When you opened it up, we were like,
I was like, oh man. Well, I get it from their standpoint because they're gonna make more money, but I don't get it because it's like they're trying to change and evolve and make
Well,
things better, and this makes it faster.
But also,
They're trying to make money.
Caveat to that, again, our bill went down
Yeah.
$20.
Well, I'm talking about the manufacturer. So the
You know what
the
I
people who
mean?
made the
Like-
phone itself, they gave us a dongle with it, which is cool, and it works great, whatever.
We're paying
and I use
40
Bluetooth headphones anyway.
We're paying $40 a month for 2 brand new phones.
Remember how I said we
That's
say too much?
Not bad. What? It's just $40. Oh my god.
It's
they're
great.
gonna
It's
come
awesome.
I didn't tell him
take
how
your
much our
money.
original plan
If I
is.
wouldn't have said that, you would have slipped into that
Well,
temptation.
you did say
I'm about
$20
to.
less, so maybe
My
it's
gosh.
60.
Well, that's one of the other downfalls I don't like is that dongle. The last downfall I have with the Google Pixel 3 is it takes me 3 or 4 clicks to get to wherever I want to get to in a menu setting, whereas on the Galaxy S8,
You just say menu.
no, I hit one button. Like I hit the Wi-Fi setting on, like when you scroll down to see if you're connected to a Wi-Fi. When I hit that, underneath it, the word of it, it took me to the actual Wi-Fi settings so I could adjust the advanced settings of it. But on here, it just shuts off my Wi-Fi every time. So I have to go to the settings. I have to go to this other the connection menu, and then I have to click on Wi-Fi and then do it all from there. So it's like 4 menus I got to get to.
That's too many.
Which is fine.
Too many.
Overall, I like the phone. I mean, on our normal scale out of 5, I give it a 4.5 out of 5 for sure.
I'm gonna have to agree with you.
I like the Galaxy's number 1 so far, but that's because I've had them forever. It's still buttons are in different areas on this Google Pixel, so I got to get used to that. I'm utilizing the fingerprint more often, which I didn't use on the Galaxy S8.
I have face recognition on it.
It's got a cool feature where I can screen calls on here, where I can no joke, pick up the call and hit screen call feature, and it tells them a message. This is a
That's
automated
temporary
message
from Verizon.
Oh.
Don't pay for that, sir.
Well, that was really cool because
It's a 30-day free trial. Don't get excited.
Let's get rid of that because I'm
No,
just
you
going to
can
accidentally
keep it
sign up for it.
right on the calendar when to cancel it.
That doesn't work.
Zach
for me.
does this all the time. He signed
I
up for
procrastinate.
$3
a $3 car wash.
that cost us
$16 a month.
Yeah, it cost us like
For
like
6 months.
$48 for 3 months, and he went and got his car washed one time. So it's a $48 car wash.
I get suckered into that
He's a
junk
sucker.
See,
so
that's what they're hoping. They're hoping
If
you
you're-
never come
I'm
back.
that guy. If
all
you
our
want to,
friends,
hey,
if your kid's
sucker
selling
me.
something, call Zach. He'll buy like 10 of them.
I always like to
help.
help out local businesses, like to help them grow. Whether
I think
or
I
not
have a
it's-
business
I buy
proposition.
one. Zach will
I'm
buy
an
10.
entrepreneur. I do every time.
Sucker.
I'm sorry. Please
It's okay.
forgive me.
I love you. Continue.
That was weird. That was
He
weird.
said, "Please forgive me."
Yeah.
Oh my god, that was a real moment. Let's
Oh, my heart is pumping. Anyways, the PlayStation Classic. Now, I've talked about the PlayStation Classic in the past on a couple episodes. It's one of my favorite things to talk about. It's one of my favorite consoles. Are you familiar with the PlayStation Classic, Caitlin?
Nope.
For those of you who view it on YouTube, you probably see a TV on the side playing a game right now. That's from the PlayStation Classic itself. The PlayStation Classic, when it came out, came with 20 games, I'm pretty sure. And it cost me $40. Now, they started off at $100, but they've come down in price ever since then because they just suck with the original 20 games on. Licensing issues, there was no Tony Hawk's. All the games that we all played when we were a kid. What games did you play when you were a kid on the PlayStation? Any?
Nothing. I didn't play PlayStation.
What about you, Josh? PlayStation 1?
PlayStation 1, to be real with you, I've only tried Resident Evil. I was PS2. That's what I started with.
Oh, gotcha. Gotcha. I played a lot of games on PlayStation 1. Notable ones were Crash Bandicoot, the Jet Moto series, you had your Test Drive series, Resident Evil, your Spyro, Croc. One of my favorites that's a little niche game, a little click game, is Pandemonium. It's a adventure platformer, if you will. It's really cool, really fun. One of my favorite games. This console didn't come with any of the games that I had mentioned besides Crash Bandicoot.
That's where they thought they could sucker people in.
So what I did is I went and I hacked this sucker.
Oh.
With help from YouTube.
Jailbreak.
Help from YouTube, I was able to just put some software on a USB stick, shove it in there, put whatever games I wanted, and add as many games I wanted. And I added 89 games to this thing already. So there's a total of like 110 PlayStation games on this device.
Do you have LSD Dream Simulator?
Possibly. You can check it out. I wish there was a randomized button on this.
Probably.
I wish there was a randomized button on this thing that would allow me to click it, and I could just automatically start playing a random game on there. Because I don't ever want to choose. I just want to keep looking through them all. At the beginning of the show, Cait, I let you pick through a wheel of games. What game did you end up picking from that wheel?
Oh God, I don't even remember. I said it looked like the car from Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
It's Toon Grand Prix.
There you go.
Have you ever played this game before?
No, I told you I don't play PlayStation. I don't do that.
Oh, sorry, Motor Toon Grand Prix. My bad. Made a mistake there. I thought it was just called Toon Grand Prix.
I'm pretty sure the only systems I ever played were the Nintendo 64, Sega Saturn, and Xbox.
Gotcha. Whoa, thanks for stalling.
Just saying.
Thanks for
I don't
stalling.
think I ever played PlayStation. Like, that was never a staple.
Well, it's one of my favorite systems. I played a lot. There's a lot of memories with one Jared who does not work on the show anymore. We played many of games on here. Worms.
Earthworm Jim.
No, just Worms. Earthworm Jim I don't think was on the PlayStation 1 at all.
Of course it was. Come on.
Destruction Derby. You get your Twisted Metals. I'm telling you, all these games I've added to this thing, and it's made this whole experience that much better. There's a lot of negative reviews following this, but they're also rumored to come out with a power supply that you can use your USB thumbstick in the power supply spot so you can free up a controller port so you can have two controllers again. Because right now you have to plug a USB into the actual controller spot.
I gotcha.
In order to get this whole hack to work.
I gotcha.
Yes.
What was the game that you were talking about getting Paige for her birthday? What's the Mario game that you're into right now?
Super Mario Maker 2.
Super Mario
is that for the
Maker
Switch?
2.
It's coming out for the Nintendo
Switch.
Switch. The first one came out for the Wii U, so I didn't have an opportunity to play it. But I heard a lot of good things about it. Anytime it comes to making video games, I'm all about it. Do you like making video games, Josh?
Oh, I love making video games. I do it daily.
Oh, nice. So cool, bro.
Does it daily, bro. I'm looking it up right now because I'm making Paige's birthday is coming up in a couple of weeks, and a lot of people are asking me what she wants, and I'm like, I'm gonna add it to her list.
She'd be like, she wants a trip to Vegas with her family.
I know. I'm like, no big deal. Mom needs a upgrade to a
manicure and pedicure.
Yes.
Yeah. So Super Mario Maker 2, it's coming out. Oh, it already came out. Sorry, it came out last week. I was super excited. Went to the GameStop store, looked at it. Paige was super excited about it. You literally make Super Mario levels. Are you familiar with it?
Yeah, I've seen a couple playthroughs of it.
Have you played it?
I do not have any Nintendo products.
Do you have any interest in it?
I would be interested if somebody already had the Switch in the game and I came over, like you.
Yeah.
But if I were
to
buy
it first, and then I'll decide if I want it.
If they were like,
do you have a Switch, Josh?
I do not.
Okay.
I'm not really interested either, honestly. I have all the games I want on PC.
That was kind of like an afterthought. It wasn't something that Zach was like, oh my God, I gotta have a Switch. I gotta have a Switch. His sisters bought it for him for his birthday, which was like one of the best gifts he's ever gotten. But like, I don't know if it was anything that he would have rushed out and bought for himself. You know what I mean?
No, I enjoy it.
Not like
usually
Halo.
The last few consoles I've had, major ones, have been bought by people.
Yeah.
Paulie bought the Xbox.
When have you ever bought yourself? Like seriously, last time you bought yourself
people
a console.
People love me.
Last time you bought a console for yourself, when?
Yeah, nerd. When's the last time?
PlayStation Classic.
When was that?
Dude, that was like
a month
30
ago.
bucks.
That was not, no.
2 months ago, $40.
No.
Yeah.
A real console full.
What's that mean?
What's that mean?
What's that mean? It means this. Yes, once again, new show, new intro, new changes.
Yeah.
Jared is not here to host his favorite segment of the whole entire Pickle Radio podcast universe, but I am Z-Money, and I'm here to host it, your fearless leader.
Movie review.
Yes, movie review. Josh, what movie did we review this week?
We watched the amazing movie, in my opinion, What Happened to Monday. Netflix exclusive, I believe, but I know it's on Netflix.
Monday?
Yes.
Okay.
Caitlin, obviously you did not see it.
Wow, that's kind of sad.
I didn't know. I didn't know I would have. I had all day to lay on the couch. Zach could have told me.
What did you think of it, Josh? You were pretty excited to pick this movie, by the way.
Yeah, I was, because it was suggested, and I really liked just the synopsis, like what they told me.
What was the synopsis?
basically,
You didn't pull anything out, did you?
No, but I know what it is.
All right, go ahead.
No one needs to know directors.
He's got it. He's got it.
So basically, it's one of those dystopian future movies where everything is worse than it is now, right?
Mm-hmm.
So in this future, if you have children, you can only have one child because of overpopulation.
Okay.
So the other children get put in cryo sleep. So they get put to not like put to sleep
Sounds
like a
the
dog.
Giver.
Take him to the vet.
Yeah.
Take him to the farm.
No, they get apparently just frozen, and then they get stored, and then when in the future
Sounds like Mother.
Kind of. In the future, when the population is controllable, then they come out of sleep and they can live their lives fully.
With their original family?
So it's like a lottery
system?
system?
No, their family's dead, but...
Okay, well, okay, because it's far in the future.
Yeah,
okay,
so it's
okay,
either
gotcha.
they wake up later or they just get killed.
Okay.
So that's kind of their...
Oh, so it sounds like The Giver, kind of. Do you remember reading The Giver?
I've never read a book.
We had to read it. No, we had to read it in high school, I think. I had to read it in high school. Continue.
And in this story, there's this one particular family where this lady has 7 children, and they're all identical twins. So, here's where the title comes into play.
Septuplets?
Yes, exactly. Okay. And the names are Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Oh.
Since they're identical, they get to share one unique identity.
Boys or girls?
Girls.
Okay.
So they get to share one unique identity. And when they go out, they're only allowed to go out on their day that's their name.
Oh, snap. That's cool.
And they have like all kinds of crazy stuff where like they meet up at the end of the day so they can kind of remember like what happened to Monday or Tuesday.
Now, are they like robotic or are they like emotional?
No, they're like real people.
Okay.
They've just been trapped in this little house because if they go out, they're going to be discovered like, hey, you have siblings, you guys have to go to sleep. It's actually a really good movie.
That sounds really good. Zach, did you watch it?
Yeah. I'm paying attention to all this stuff.
It was 2 hours, which I didn't know going into it.
That's a long one.
Not a fan of 2-hour movies, but it didn't leave me saying. Yeah, it didn't leave me saying, "Oh, how much more time?"
Oh.
It was interesting enough.
Did you want more?
It didn't tickle my fancy at all, dude.
You didn't like it?
I don't know if it was because I didn't watch it, because I watched it at work, and when I watch it at work, I can't really look at it. I have to listen to it.
Who does that with the movie?
I don't know. Was a woman the hero of the story? Zach doesn't like movies like that.
So, funny enough...
He's a sexist.
All right, I'll kind of give you the brief rundown
so racist.
of how it happens, right? So the title, What Happened to Monday. So one day, Monday disappears.
Oh my God.
And they don't know where she is. And they have to go out on the next day to go to work, but if there's 2 of them out at the same time, they'll get captured. So they're like trying to find her.
So
and then
Tuesday go looking for her.
Tuesday gets kidnapped.
Shut up.
So then they finally figure out what happened to her. She's been kidnapped because I guess they found out.
Yeah.
And they send like the government to go like silence them. And they get into all this crazy stuff. Come to find out, Monday actually got pregnant and she signed a deal.
Oh my gosh. So
she signed she signed a deal with the government saying, I will tell you about my 6 other siblings if you let me live out my life with my new family.
Let me live my baby. Oh my
That's crazy.
God.
It is a really good movie.
Spoiler alerts. You should have said that in the very beginning.
Oh, whatever.
I just said I'm going to give a brief overview of the rest of the movie.
Yes.
Okay, whatever.
He said it.
Great overview.
He said it.
What do you give the movie, Josh? You seem to like
Out
it.
of 5?
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm going to say 4.5.
It's
an amazing movie.
I give it a 3 out of 5. I don't know. Like I have to watch it. I'm going to go
Zach,
back and watch it and reevaluate it.
He didn't even know what happened.
Yeah,
when you were saying he was like, oh, okay.
When you watch
So this week's movie review pick, Caitlin, is a special guest on today's show because you're filling in for Jared now. So it's only right for you to pick the movie minute review from now on. Caitlin, what is your movie not now on, I apologize. We're all still going to take turns, but it's Caitlin's turn this time.
All right, I need to mix it up just a little bit because I feel like this is a good idea.
No
but
romantic
guys,
comedies.
No, it's not. It's not.
I said the same thing. No,
I found a show that I want to start watching. So here's what I'm going to propose to you guys, and you tell me what you think.
No.
I think we should watch the first 2 episodes and come back and let the viewers know if it's worth continuing to watch.
Okay,
does it intrigue us?
Okay, so I've had some time to think about this. Okay. Only maybe 30 minutes.
And I'm not saying you have to like continue watching it every week, but is it worth continuing to watch?
Here's what we'll do.
Exactly.
We'll tack that on as homework.
Okay.
As like a subcategory, as like a additional bonus.
Okay.
If you're interested in doing Caitlin's idea.
Is this series worth it?
I'm going to end up having to watch anyway because I live with you. Josh, you might want to spend some time with your side chick Mercedes out there and watch it with her.
Side chick, his love.
Well, that's one thing we're going to get into next week. We're going to find out we're gonna come to a conclusion to this.
Oh,
next
Jesus,
week.
Oh
man.
my God!
It's
Stop
already
being the,
settled.
Stop
Another-
being the 8-ball in his life.
Another
Let him
reason.
live his
Another
life.
reason for you guys to pay
Yeah,
attention for next
he's
week.
the
Okay,
wiener block,
okay, what
man.
movie are you picking?
All right, so the show is called. It's not a movie. Remember, like I said.
Yeah, Zach. Listen.
It is called Bad Blood.
Okay.
And it's a Netflix original series.
So the show is Bad Blood.
Are you ready?
Don't.
I just want to read the
Suspenseful
synopsis.
drama.
Come on.
No synopsis?
Fine, synopsis.
Okay.
Hurry up.
Inspired by true events, this sprawling crime drama follows the
knew
Rizzuto
it.
family and its successors as they preside over organized crime in Montreal. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, Jared's going to hate it because it's based in Canada. However,
He's not even on the show. Who cares?
no, but I'm going to tell you right now, one of the main characters is from Sons of Anarchy, and he's one of my favorite characters from Sons of Anarchy. And if you watch the trailer to this show, it looks amazing. So I'm in. I'm bought in.
All right, now
I love true crime
Now
shows.
that's the additional homework you can do.
Okay.
I'll watch it. Like I said,
2 episodes, not just one, 2.
Okay, so Caitlin,
Okay.
what is the movie you pick? Because people who still want to watch movies have to have a movie, and that's our main
Most
focus here.
people
This is not
suck.
show minute review. This is Big Up Radio's movie minute review that takes longer than a minute.
All right, if I were to pick a movie.
What do you mean if you were to pick? You've talked to me about some
Okay.
great ones. Pick one of those.
I would pick The 7-5.
The 7-5.
It's
What
rated
genre?
R.
What genre?
What is it?
It's drama, cop related.
Okay.
I love movies like this. It's like my jam.
All right.
I like chick. I either like
7-5.
super,
Now, what's
super
it on?
girly
Netflix,
chick flicks.
Hulu?
Netflix.
Netflix?
Good. 'Cause I don't
Although,
have
hold
Hulu.
on. Do you want to hear what was suggested that we watch? It's on Amazon Prime.
No.
It's
I don't wanna
called
hear another movie.
Lorena.
What I want to hear is
La Lorena.
Lorena.
Damn show.
Bobbitt.
Stop it. Bob it something later.
Hold on,
But
before we go, what is that movie with the cops that's really funny? And there's the scene where they like have the gun.
Lethal Weapon?
No, it's the one with the
Men in
black
Black?
cop and he like jumps off of the roof and then they die.
Blue Streak.
Oh no. Oh my god.
It's
With
like
Mel
Step
Gibson.
Brothers.
Mel Gibson's in it. Danny Glover's in it. Oh my god. What is
You know what I'm talking about? They jump
Lethal
off the
Weapon.
roof.
Lethal Weapon.
No, it's not. They jump off the roof and they die and then
You
there's
better just stop.
They don't die.
Okay.
You
Yes,
better
they do.
stop.
Lies.
It's
If Josh wants to do some homework,
21 Jump Street?
he'll tell you what it is on next week's episode. But without further ado, it has brought us to the end of this episode.
Zune.
Microsoft Music, Google Play. No joke. We're on all your major multimedia platforming services. We're on YouTube. We're on Instagram. We're on Facebook. We're on Spotify. We're on iHeartRadio. We're on Google Play Music. No joke. Podcoin. We're literally everywhere. Go to Google. Type in Big Up Radio. Caitlin, stop hitting the microphone.
The other guys. That's what it's called.
Oh, I see. Hey, good.
I love
there
that
you go.
movie.
There you go.
Thanks,
The other
Josh.
guys
Thanks,
with the
thanks.
save. And I guess with that great save, it's a great point to end the show, and we'll catch you guys next week.
See you later. Lane show.
What do you want to tell me?
Put your shit.
Marvin, get out of here, please. Why is he all
It's
that?
remote.
It's okay. Come here.
Oh yeah, that was a really good show, guys.
That actually was. The other guys. I was thinking Step Brothers, but that was kind of close.
All right, now we gotta do the video, and then we'll be done.
All right, now go out there. It's on the shelf, I'm pretty sure.
5 more minutes, guys, and we'll be
Go
done.
look. Go look at the shelf. Okay. Oh my god, I'm so sweaty. My ears are like sweaty.
Dude, my butt was sweating. I got up
It's
and my
so
freaking
hot in
nuts was
here.
sticking.
Babe, this room is so hot.
I'm so hot.
Well, I turn all this off.
Mama,
What's it?
it's not on the shelf.
Can you hold your cat over there?
It's not on the shelf.
I don't know what
Yeah,
to tell you. Go check
leave
all over
this
the couch.
area.
Maybe check in the cushions. Maybe in between where the ottoman is and the couch. If I go out there and find it in
You're
5
getting
minutes.
whooped.
I'm serious. I don't know where it is.
Oh, is that how you treat your poo-poos? Oh, get your poo-poo up the ground.
Way. All right, yak release.
Okay.
Daddy, gotta take a picture.
We're gonna do a video.
Oh, video?
Yeah, get.
Josh, hold the bacon. Bacon.
It'll be like 5 minutes. Watch
I'm
it.
always baking and going.
Zach, you hold the shit back?
They've actually
I
been
got the
pretty
phone.
good.
You, Josh, one of you guys hold the shit back.
Okay. I'm gonna kill this.
You guys gotta get in because I'm not sure. Hold on. So we did. Somebody got fired.
This is the camera, correct?
Yes. Let's do the video. Hold on. So now I'm gonna do video.
I was not prepared for that.
We're doing a video now.
That's a terrible picture.
All right, ready? Here's a picture. 1, 2, 3. All right.
Better camera with this phone, definitely.
Yep. So we're gonna do video now. I'm gonna talk about. I'll just talk about everything. You guys just look cute. Holy shit. You guys gotta scoot in closer. Come on.
We are close.
Get in close. Act like you fucking care. Oh yeah! The 55th episode of Big Lip Radio is live for your viewing pleasure. This week's episode, we talk about somebody is getting fired. We don't know who. We don't know why. You're just gonna have to listen. We do snacks, as you can see in the background. And Zach talks about the PlayStation Classic. Be sure to go to www.biglipradio.com to check out all the other free content we have for you. Let me see how it is. Those fucking kids, are you kidding me?
They're your children, as well as mine. Don't fucking those kids. You have them.
You're not Jared.
Big Radio is live for your viewing
You were like, we're talking about somebody.
We talk
You
about
dumbass.
somebody is getting fired. We don't know who, we don't know why. You just have to listen.
I
We do
like wine
snacks, as
so
you can see in
bad.
the background. And Zach talks about the PlayStation Classic. Be sure to go to www.biglipradio.com to check out all the other free content we have for you.
Oh,
Why are you saying be?
Mr. What?
Mr. Clink. Josh and I clink.
You're saying this beeper to me.
Excuse me. That was very rude. Go back out to the living room right now. I'll be right there. Go. Right now.
Yeah, attack her.
Move it. Both of you.
Seize her!
Now go out there and start assaulting them.